Alright guys, welcome back to some more CSGO betting predictions for March 14th, 2016. Um, so yesterday I went ahead and predicted all the matches, and, well, not all of them, because some of them were up when I recorded it, but one big one that I said was this Mouse versus Fnatic, and I recommended to ICB on Mouse because they recently played Fnatic on Dust 2 and took them to overtime, so I definitely thought that Mouse could take it. And they actually did end up taking it with a 13% chance. So, if anyone ICB bet on Mouse, they definitely won pretty well. So, let's get into the games for today. First one here is FSid3 versus Ence. If I'm saying that right, I'm not sure how to say that, but FSid3 have actually been playing pretty well for the most part. When I watched them today, they're a little shaky on preparation, but preparation actually is a pretty good team. But just if we just were to go by chain logic here, you'd see that Ence loses to preparation, FSid3 beats preparation 2-1, and previously they beat preparation in a best of 2. But anyway, besides that, I definitely think that FSid's gonna win this. I don't know why the odds are like this. They'll probably change. I would say it's about a 60-40 in favor of FSid. Maybe a little bit lower, like a 55-45, but definitely think FSid can take this one. Kind of a risky match to bet on though. Alright, so the next match is Vexed versus Empire. Now, Vexed is, it's ex-Vexed, so now they're now known as noKappa, and they have not been playing too well recently. I mean, they did beat Gambit in a 2-1 series, which is pretty good. They did lose to Mouse, but Mouse is a pretty good team, so that's reasonable. They did lose to Penta. Penta's not that bad. COG's in a pretty big slump, and they lost to them. And they lost to Splice, and Splice is not the greatest team. I really think, especially on Mirage, I think noKappa should have had that. But on the other hand, Empire is doing pretty well, beating kind of a smaller team, Tempest, 2-1, and taking a map on HR. But HR has had some roster issues recently, so that's not saying too much. They beat YP. YP is actually, I mean, they're not a great team, but they beat teams. They beat really low tier teams. So they beat YP, beat Explosive, and they've beaten Enzo. And Enzo's, in my opinion, Enzo's pretty close to noKappa. Now, I definitely think Vexed should take this one, or noKappa, whatever you want to call them, should take it. I would skip this one. I'd say the odds are about a 60-40, and I think this is just a really risky game. It's a best of 1, anything can happen. If anything, maybe ICB on Empire, because they could pull through. But yeah, I would definitely just skip this game. Alright, so the next match is CSGO Lounge versus XPC. XPC is just an unknown team. Honestly, I've never heard of them, and I don't recognize these players at all. So I might be analyzing this completely wrong. But just by looking at these stats, as you can see here, that they're losing to Pixel and beating teams I've never heard of, losing to Penta, losing to Phenomenon. I definitely would say CSGO Lounge, the CSGO Lounge team, has the better advantage and would probably go high on them. The only issue is that it is a best of 1, anything can happen, so there is high risk with a best of 1. Otherwise, I would definitely just say go probably a medium bet on CSGO Lounge, and that's really all I have to say. I'd say the odds are probably about a 75-25 in favor of CSGO Lounge, so probably a medium bet would be good. Alright, so the next match is Kick versus Team Imperio. This one definitely heavily favors Kick. It's a best of 2, so there's not as much of a risk. And I would probably definitely go about a medium to high on Kick. So far this is looking like the most safe game to bet on. They've beat Imperio before. I definitely think they can do it again, and it is a best of 2. So if they do end up taking one map, you're guaranteed to at least win skins or get your skins back, because if they tie, you just get your skins back. But yeah, so I would definitely go middle to high on Kick on this one. And just looking at this, you can see Imperio, they're not doing too great tying Nerd Rage. They did tie Kick PT, which is a different team, I believe. And this is actually Kick.es, which is their Spain team. So definitely think Kick will win this one. Alright, so CSGO launch actually just went down. But luckily I do have a snapshot of the website here. So I can't show you the menu that I usually show you, but I can just show you the last 2 matches. So the last match is Renegades versus WinterFox, best of 3. This is pretty much a no-brainer. This is a very safe bet on Renegades. I'm probably gonna go high bet on Renegades here. I'd say the odds are about a 75-25, so these odds are actually about right. I'm sure they'll definitely go a lot higher. I'm sure they go to about an 80-20, maybe 85-15. The next game is TSM versus Complexity. This is another very close, gonna be very close match. It's a best of 3. Really anything could happen here. TSM, I'm not sure how they've been playing lately. Complexity, though, they have not been playing too great at all, honestly. This is just kind of a play the odds and ICB on the lower, or just don't bet at all. I would just skip this match. I'd say the odds are about a 50-50. Like, I really have no idea who's gonna win this. If I had to guess, I'd maybe lean a little bit towards TSM, but I really do not know. So yeah, that's all the bets. Safest games to bet on would probably be the Renegades versus WinterFox. I'd probably go high on Renegades. Another one would be Kick versus Imperio. Imperio. I always put an L on the end, I'm not sure why. But I would probably go about a medium bet on Kick. And then probably CSGO launch versus XPC. I'd go medium on CSGO launch just because it's a best of 1. I won't go high. I definitely think CSGO launch will take it, and I want to bet high on CSGO launch, but it's too risky with the best of 1. I don't want to risk losing big. So overall, I'd say the safest one is probably go medium to high on Renegades versus WinterFox in the best of 3. That's all for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you guys. And hopefully you guys will win some skins off this. So, peace out till next time.